Welcome back to this video. Let's see how to master CorelDraw Pen Tool from beginning to expert. So let's begin. But before we dive into the tutorial, if you are very new to this channel and you find this tutorial useful, remember to click on that subscribe, turn on the notification bell for more tutorial tips and tricks on how best you can use CorelDraw. So with that being said, let's get started. Welcome back to my CorelDraw workspace. So the very first thing we need to do is to simply navigate to our toolbar right here, and we have to locate where we have our pen tool. So I'm going to click and hold down right here. Then I'll make sure I choose my pen tool. Okay, having choose your pen tool, it's turned to something like this. Then you can start to make parts or shapes. Now, let's for instance, we want to draw a very straight line. What we need to do is to click on starting point, press shift key on our keyboard, and we click on end point. Then we have our straight line just like so. Now, we want to make sure we cut this particular straight like this, just like so. So we need to make sure we stop continue with the pen tool. What we need to do is to simply press Ctrl key down on our keyboard. When you press Ctrl key down, you'd see the continuation of straight line disabled. So if I remove my mouse, my hand on the Ctrl key, it's come back. If I click on my Ctrl key again, it's disabled. Next thing we need to do is to simply click once, then it's going to cut, and we have our straight line just like so. Then this straight line here, we can simply come to the top here. We can increase the stroke width to something like, we can come to the top here and increase the stroke width to something like 16. We can also make it more bigger and bold like this. Okay, now if we want to format this particular stroke in a more way, what we need to do is to come down below right here. We double click on this pen right here. Then we have it just like so. So we can decide to make the line cap round figure. We can also come here and increase the stroke width, so something like 50, and just like so. We can come to scale width, object, just like so. Then we make sure that we click on OK. So we have it this way. So take a look at it. So I'm going to press P to centralize. So we have a kind of round corner cap of straight outline. Now, let's go back to our pen tool right here. Then we want to make a kind of slopey curve with our pen tool in CorelDraw. So we have to make sure we click from our starting point. Then when you click on starting point, you continue this way. But instead of going straight, you can just come down this way. You have something like this. Then like this, you can come straight down like this. Now, if you want to stop, continue with the shape, what you need to do is to just press Ctrl key down and cut, simple as that. Now, we have this type of sloppy curve in CorelDraw. Then we can also increase this particular stroke width. We come to the top right here. We make it something like this, 25. We can also change the stroke style. So for us to do that, let me just press Ctrl D to make a duplicate of this. Then this duplicate here, we can change the stroke style to something like dots. We have it this way. We can come back to the weight right here and make it something like 8%. So we have it this way. Okay. Now, alternatively, if you cannot use pen tool to make a curve, just like so I did in this video, you can make a curve like this from a straight outline. For you to do that, go back to your pen tool, then press start from your starting point, press shift key and draw your end point, press Ctrl key down to cut. Now we want to simply convert this particular stroke into a slopey curve, just like what we have right here. How do we do that? So first thing for you have to make sure the shape is active. Then you have to go to your shape tools. Then this is going to your stroke line is going to change to something like this. Then you can right click on any point here and then make sure you click on convert to curve. Okay. Then from this anchor point, you can drag to whatever area you might think. Then you can also drag this to whatever area you might think, just like so. Okay. Now we have it this way. So if you're satisfied with something like this, then you are good to go. Then one more thing here is that we can also format this particular shape. We come down below right here, we double click on this pen icon. Then we're going to have We're going to have a dialog box like this. Okay, so we can add arrow to this particular shape. So for us to do that, we can add arrow both front and back or only front. So I'm going to click on the front right here. Then I will choose this type of arrow. Then just like so, I will come here. I will make sure I increase the width so the arrow can be more visible. Just like so. So I will make sure I round it just like so. So we have it this way. So I can simply increase the width like that. So once you're satisfied with everything, just simply click on OK. So we have it this way. Okay. Now we can also make a simple arrow. Go back to our pen tool. We start from the starting point, Shift key, and press Ctrl key down to cut. So we have this way. So I'm going to select the shape. I'll come down below right here. I will double click on here. This is going to pump up. So this time around, I will increase the width from here to something like 10. Then I will make sure I change my arrow from here. So there are a bunch of arrow right here that you can simply work on, just like so. So I'm going to select any one. So I'm going to select this one right here to have as my arrow edge, just like so. Once you're satisfied, simply click on OK. So we have it this way. Okay. Alternatively, you can use pen tools. Go back to our pen tools to make some rectangle or triangle as the case may be. So select from your starting point, press Shift key, your end point, continue, Shift key, continue like so, then Shift key like so. Then we come here, Shift key, and we close the node right here. Rectangle in CorelDraw with just our pen tool. So it's as simple as that. We can go back to our pen tools right here and make another curve and convert it to arrow. So I'm going to start from the starting point right here, then make a curve like this. I'll continue like this. Then I'll press Ctrl key down to cut. Okay, just like so. So I'm going to select on this particular shape right now. I'll come down here. I'll press double click here just to bring out my window format. So right here, I'm going to change this particular stroke to this type of dash. Then I will come here and I'm going to increase the width. So each time you are adding effect, it's going to be reflected on the shape. Okay. So this time around, I'm going to add another arrowhead into this particular shape, just like so. Once you're satisfied, simply click on OK. It's as simple as that. So basically, this is how to master pen tool from beginning to advanced and how to create different arrow in CorelDraw with just your pen tool. I hope you really got value for this video. If you find this video useful, give this video a big like, and also remember to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell for more tutorial tips and tricks on how best you can use CorelDraw. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Peace.